Peter Mack by Tracy Morris and Russ Lee. "Peter Mack," Daddy Mack called to his son, "we should get on the road. Time is wasting." "Coming, Daddy," Peter yelled. "I just had to find my hat." "Is it far to the construction site?" Peter asked his father as they rolled down the street. "It won't take too long," came the reply. Peter was very excited for two reasons. First, it was his birthday, which made the day exciting all by itself. More important, this was the day Peter's father had promised he would take his son to work. Peter had never been to work with his father at the job site, and he had been eagerly counting the days until his birthday. "Hi, Peter," called out Hammer, the road grader who lived next door, as they drove by. "Today's the big day." "Sure is," Peter answered brightly. "Gosh, I wish Hammer could go with us today," Peter said to his father. Was all his father said. As they turned the corner, they saw a front-end loader planting petunias in her garden. "Have a wonderful, special day," said Katie P. as Peter and Daddy Mack drove by. Katie always gave him candy nuts and bolts whenever he went to visit. "Can Katie P. come to work with us?" Peter asked his dad. Daddy Mack said. Then they saw Mr. Kenworth, the old steam shovel, who lived on the corner. Peter was a little afraid of Mr. Kenworth. He didn't talk very much and smiled even less. Today, however, was different. Mr. Kenworth looked directly at Peter and said, "See you soon, son." Peter Mack was amazed. He didn't think Mr. Kenworth ever talked to kids. Looking up at his father, he asked, "Why did Mr. Kenworth say that?" His father said. Peter didn't have long to think about Mr. Kenworth, because just then CJ came whizzing down the street in a big hurry. CJ is the local tow truck and is always rushing off to do something exciting. "Can't stop now, 'cause old Widder Tonka's got her tailgate stuck in a rut, and there's no end of it if I don't get there soon," he called out as he raced by. Peter looked at his father and smiled. He liked CJ. His father said. On the road out of town, the father and son came upon a slow-moving side dumper. Peter recognized him right away. "Hey, Ram," Peter called out. "Hey, Peter," Ram answered in his lazy drawl. "Don't let them start without me." Daddy Mack said. Daddy Mack and his son finally pulled up to the job. It was very exciting. The noise of heavy equipment, the smell of dust and oil, and the hustle and bustle of mighty trucks at work were just as Peter had imagined them to be. As Peter Mack looked closer, he had a big surprise. All these trucks were his friends and neighbors. Hammer was busy grading a new road. Mr. Kenworth sat near a very large mound of dirt. And Katie P. had just filled her bucket with dirt when she looked up and saw Peter and his father. As Daddy Mack and Katie worked, the slow-moving Ram finally pulled up to the job site. "It's about time," Mr. Kenworth called. "Let's get started." Ram dutifully parked in front of the old steam shovel while Mr. Kenworth set to work filling the side dumper. "Quite a sight, isn't it?" asked a voice next to Peter. CJ had quietly slipped in next to the young dump truck. Just then there came a loud roar of engines and grinding of gears. "Looks like old Ram got himself stuck again," CJ said. "See you later." The friendly tow truck drove over to the side dumper, which was already piled high with dirt. CJ hooked Ram under the front bumper and pulled him out of the soft dirt. "Peter Mack," KDP called to the young dump truck. "Will you come here, please?" "Sure," Peter said, and drove to where the front end loader sat with her bucket full of dirt. "Will you take this load for me, dearie?" Katie asked with a gleam in her eye. "You want me to carry this load?" Peter Mack asked in surprise. "Of course," said KDP. "You are a big truck now, and I sure could use the help." Peter Mack pulled up close to KDP and waited patiently as she dropped the soil into the back of the truck. As Peter pulled away, his face broke into a huge smile. "Go, Peter!" the other trucks yelled in encouragement. As Peter Mack drove off, he thought to himself, "This has been the perfect day."